Hello and welcome to this new lesson in which we are going to talk about scanf or scanning a value from the user. Now what we covered so far is how to print a value on the console window. But what if we want to read a value from the user? This is where scanf is used. The scanf function is used to get value from a user and save it to a variable. It is a part of the stdio library, the library that we include at the beginning of our code. Now, the syntax for this function is simple. You just write scanf, then you open two parentheses. Now, first part is the format specifier. Here you must add a format specifier between two double quotation. Let's say that we want to read an integer value, so we will add %d between these two double quotation. Now the second part is adding a comma, then the add sign. After the add sign, we need to add the variable name. So in this case, let's say x. So we will write and x. Now this is an example. As you can see, here we defined a variable. We called it x, integer x, and then we use scanf with these two parts. The first part is the format specifier, then a comma, then the and sign, then the variable name. You need to make sure that you follow the very same structure like in this line. Scanf, %d, which is the format specifier between two double quotation, a comma, then the and sign and the variable name, then close the parentheses and add a semicolon. Scan function, again, is a part of the studio or standard input-output function. So there is no need to add any or include any other file. Now let's see this function in action. Now let's do the regular thing. Let's include the function that has the libraries for printf and scanf. Then let's add a main function. Now press enter here, press enter here. Change the language to C. Now let's define a new variable, int x. Let's give it an initial value of 0. Now print something for the user to inform him that we want him to enter a value. Enter your age. And let's change this with age. Now this will print this sentence on the console window, informing the user that we want him to enter his age. After that, we will use the scanf function. Now the first part is the double quotation, the comma, and the and sign in the second part. Now between these two double quotation, depending on the variable type, we must add a format specifier. Here it will be %d. Now if this is a character, it will be %c. If it is a float, it will be %f, as we already mentioned. So we'll add %d, and here we will add the and function, or the and sign, sorry, and the variable name, age. Now this will take anything that the user writes up to the point that he enters enter, which means that he finished entering the text, and will store it inside the variable called age. Now this line will read the input from the user. So let's add another line to print the age. Let's write printf your age is, and as we already mentioned in the previous lesson, to print a variable we must add a format specifier inside the two double quotation, then add a comma after the double quotation and the variable as it is. Now to make sure that we see all of these, each in one line or in a new line, we need to add a slash n, and here another slash n at the end of each line. Now, once we are done, click Save, and let's call it scan variable. Now, let's go to File, as usual, Open, then CMD. Now in here, write gcc.c. We are done. Let's zoom in to see. Now write a.exe, which is the executable for our C file after compiling. So as you can see, enter your age. Let's compare it to what we have here. This is the first printf function, enter your age. Now after this line, as you can see, this is a blinking cursor for the scanf. So I will write 32. Then I'll press enter. Once I press enter, it will execute the third line. It will write your age is, and will put the age value here. So press enter. So your age is 32. That's it. This is how easy it is to scan a value from the user, store it in a variable, and print it in a new line using printf. Now, if you have any questions about this, please ask in the Q&A board. I'll be more than happy to help. But as you can see, it's a very simple thing to do. Thanks for watching this lesson. This is Ashraf from Educational Engineering Team.